can't start the show without mentioning the clip.
Got hairy legs. Got hairy legs.
And of course, this has to do with our president, Joe Biden. He was talking about cancer yesterday. I have the full... Well, no, it's not the full thing. It's a 2-minute chunk from his whole 45-minute press thing, talking about cancer research and all this kind of stuff. So I wanted to have the 2 minutes in there to have context because, of course, things isolated sometimes can be taken out of context and sound creepier than it really is, kind of like a I am vaccine number one way.
Yep.
It's not a full sentence, but we pick on Kevin Faulconer for saying that and make a thing out of it. But Biden here,
I think, can we play it out of context first?
You want to hear?
So we play the clip we have, and then we'll give the context later. I feel like that's a much more engaging way to go about this.
Okay.
They all want to share their data.
Now, another whispering situation. We thought for a while he had not been whispering for a while, which is his creepy Uncle Joe sort of rhetorical speech stylings, which really skeeves me out. And I know that there's more of you out there. He tends to like to whisper things when he thinks he's being, I don't know, clever or funny, or it's mostly when he's,
He's trying to make a point somehow. He's trying to make. He thinks that he's stating the obvious. Like, you guys should know this already. Here's a little montage of all of his whispers.
I wrote the bill. Pay them more. Get vaccinated. They all want to share their data.
So it sounds hilarious when it's all together like that.
No, it is actually chills ran up my spine hearing them all together. This weird whispering. So if you couldn't hear the whispering, he's saying they all want to share their data.
Yeah.
Which is just a wonderful isolated clip for us. But okay, I guess we can give you some context.
And here's what we're fighting and how we know what cancer looks like today. A disease where we often diagnose it too late. We have too few effective ways to prevent it. The stark inequities based on race, disparity, zip code, sexual orientation, gender identity, and other factors still persist.
For cancer?
And we know too little about why treatments work in some patients in the exact same, that same patient with the exact same diagnosed cancer, it doesn't work in that patient.
Okay, by the way, before we move on, there was something else that I highlighted when I edited this clip, and I didn't edit the time of anything that happens. I did edit the volume of something. You can kind of hear some background talk going on. I can't tell if it's, like, I don't know who it is. Maybe the producers, maybe one of the people working the board, but you can hear it. Somebody says like Roger or something like that, and some mumblings underneath. And it's right before he goes into the whole thing. So it's as if somebody got direction to turn off the I don't know, the power line to Biden robot or something. Anyway, continues here.
Where we still lack strategies to develop treatments for some cancers. Where we don't do enough to help patients and their families navigate through the process. We don't learn enough from patients' experiences or their data. In fact, when we first started this work, one of the first things we did was make sure that doctors and researchers work together, share information, allow patients to share their data with other doctors and researchers to help others. But there's so much more to do. I remember we were going through this in the moonshot, and my saying that I was told, oh, well, patients don't want to share their data.
They all want to share their data.
Sometimes y'all don't want to share what you know. And for each
round of applause. Round of applause after strangely suggesting that all cancer patients want to share their data. But who is the y'all he's talking to here?
I don't know.
Is he talking about like companies or?
Maybe he's talking. Yeah, maybe he's talking about Facebook, the big tech companies. Like, I think killing people.
Well, we got to look at who he's talking to. Who is he talking to during this press conference? He has to be talking to like
a reporter or something?
A medical. I mean, can you just do a quick search?
Yeah,
like,
I thought this was Jill
to a medical
Biden was there.
board or a Cancer Association of America or something.
Yeah, let me
we got to figure out
here.
who he is, because that's who he's talking about with y'all. So he's saying that patients would love to share their data. They don't care about HIPAA or privacy concerns. They love sharing their data, but it's you, I don't know, doctors or companies or something, who don't want to share their data. And also, what is the moonshot reference in this?
It's the program he's launching. He restarts the Cancer Moonshot program, aims to cut death rate by 50%. So
okay,
yeah, he started this, I guess, in the Obama era when he was vice president there.
Is it just like a funding program for cancer research?
Yeah, I think it's just something like that. So it's something that he's been on. And he's just picking it back up during his presidency. You
know, what's interesting, one of the trends that we were tracking in the midst of the pandemic was that funding for cancer research was diverted to COVID research. Mm-hmm. And, that was one of the criticisms is like, okay, so because of this COVID thing, you're just dropping searching for a cure to cancer? That's kind of convenient or weird, or like seems like a strange set of priorities you have. So I guess this is his response. It's a moonshot some cancer research, but there you go. I mean, it really shows what he thinks of cancer patients, that they love sharing their data.
Well, plus it's playing in on the whole kind of victim mentality, left progressive thought process, where you're a good person because you want to share all your data, especially because you're a cancer patient. Cancer patients they can do no wrong. They have cancer.
Sure.
So morally, they are good people, and good people share all their data.
Good people share their data. So, that's a good point. Also, the very first time that I think he got the response that he wants with the whisper, because he's whispered over and over and over again, and it is so awkward. Everybody is all silent, and he does it in very intense moments. I think he does it to be funny, and this is the very first time there was a round of laughter and applause after his whisper.
Yeah.
Like,
very interesting.
Why is that so funny?
I don't know.
Not just the whisper, but again, whoever he's talking to thinks it's hilarious that he whispers that everyone wants to share their data.
I looked it up. It looked like it was just a White House presser here. So I don't know. It's probably just regular reporters.
Really?
Yeah, but
that is so weird.
There could be some people there. There was because if you watch the full presentation of the press conference, it's like 45 minutes. Jill Biden comes out, and then somebody from some cancer research comes out and talks for a little bit. So, yeah, I'm sure there are other people there.
Probably some more specific, like medical reporters and stuff.
Yeah. Let me finish the clip though. There's about 30 seconds left because he brings up something. The first thing he brings up to tackle this whole thing.
Right. Wow. Long round of applause.
Yeah, it keeps going.
For each of the ways we know cancer today, we know we can change its trajectory. For example, to prevent cancer, scientists are exploring if the new mRNA vaccine technology that brought us safe and effective COVID-19 vaccines could also be used to stop cancer cells when they fail, when they first arrive.
There you go. mRNA, the big vehicle for ongoing medical dictatorship here.
Yeah. The way he
that's
presents
medical misinformation.
that,
Sorry.
The way he presents that, to me, is very reminiscent of when Trump was talking about potential COVID cures.
Yeah.
It's like he had read something or he had been told something. He doesn't fully understand it, but, he kind of just says it and goofs it up. I mean, Trump repeatedly would goof up these talks about, anything sciencey,
right?
Whether it was hydroxychloroquine or drinking bleach, which he didn't say, or the light, purification of the blood. It kind of feels like that. He's like, oh, yeah, we're going to cure cancer, mRNA, the thing.
Yeah.
This is weird.
He just needs time.
Need time.
He needs time. That's
He needs time and data.
great whisper clip. That will fit in so many places.
They all want to shoot their dad. They all want to shoot their dad. They all want to do it.
Okay.
Frick, quick little production note here, Gonz. I wouldn't mind if you wanted to bring the cropping in on me on the video to get rid of that weird sunshine behind me. You can cut off a piece of my arm if you want, if it's not too big of a deal.
Oh, I already did a little bit, but I can do more.
Yeah, let's just get it all out there. It's really obnoxious to me.
Okay.
Especially because I can't do anything about it. Okay. Well, anything else about that?
I think that's it. We'll come back to Biden and some politics stuff later on. But in the meantime, let's jump into Flippy.